So, have you ever found yourself maybe scrolling endlessly through TikTok or YouTube Shorts?
Oh, absolutely. You get kind of sucked in, don't you?
Totally. And you see those wild 24-hour challenges, people building amazing things or, transforming a room super
Yeah, the
fast.
ones that make it look so easy.
Exactly. And there's always that little voice, right, whispering, how hard can it really be?
Famous last words.
Well, today we're actually going to dive deep into that very question. And what we found is this really chaotic but pretty insightful journey.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Our source for this deep dive is this brilliant little mini blog. It's called I Tried the Viral 24-Hour Tiny House Challenge, Chaos Ensued.
Oh, I think I might have seen thumbnails like that. Cardboard involved.
You got it. It tracks this person's attempt to build a tiny house. And I use that term loosely, just using cardboard and duct tape in one day.
Okay, ambitious. Cardboard and duct tape.
Right. So our mission here is to unpack it all, not just the physical comedy of this amazing mess.
Which I imagine there's plenty of.
Oh, yeah. But also what this whole thing, this wonderfully messy failure really tells us about viral trends, maybe the power of just embracing imperfection and, the weird ways we connect and create stuff online now. So yeah, let's get into it.
Sounds good. It's interesting how these challenges, like building a mini home in 24 hours, they really tap into something, don't they?
What do you mean?
Well, it's this desire we all seem to have for quick, impressive results. We see it online, looks simple.
Right, the edited highlights.
Exactly. But the reality of actually doing it, often way more complex. That initial pull, though, is super strong.
It really is. And our vlogger starts right there, sees these perfect little mini homes online.
Probably made by pros, yeah.
Probably. And thinks, yeah, I can do that. So they grab the supplies, cardboard boxes, a hot glue gun.
Two essentials.
And their words, way too much optimism. The goal. A livable tiny house by morning. In the living room.
Okay, setting the scene. Optimism versus cardboard. My money's on cardboard, causing problems.
You'd win that bet. Because reality, it hits pretty hard, pretty fast. Hour 1, they're taking boxes, feeling good. Like a construction genius.
That initial surge. I know it well.
But then hour 2 hits, and the walls, they're not really standing, more like leaning.
Oh.
Yeah. Turns out cardboard and gravity have a, let's say, complicated relationship. The vlogger actually called it the leaning tower of cardboard.
Perfect.
And watching this whole unfolding disaster, just silently judging their cat.
Of course. Cats are always judging.
Yeah.
But it's those moments, isn't it, when the optimism just slams into reality.
Yeah.
That's where the real sort of character comes out. It's relatable. We've all been there, starting something big and hitting a wall.
Absolutely.
And that immediate struggle, seeing it happen, it actually helps connect with the audience because it's not perfect.
Oh, definitely. And the struggles just kept coming. By hour 3, picture this, sweating, glue everywhere.
Sticky situation.
Literally. And they realize they forgot something kind of important.
The roof. Windows.
A door. They built themselves in, essentially.
No.
Oh,
That's classic DIY.
It's so good. But here's the interesting part, the pivot. Instead of just giving up.
Which would be understandable.
Right. They leaned into the chaos, embraced the viral thing, cut a tiny window, drew a smiley face on it.
Okay.
And posted a 15-second clip, YouTube Shorts.
Ah, playing the game. Smart.
And bam, instant reaction, 100 likes within an hour.
Wow. See, that changes things. It's not just a personal failure anymore, is it? It's shared. It's content.
Exactly.
And that move, showing the messy middle, that's often more strategic than people realize. It makes it dynamic. The audience gets involved.
They totally did. People started suggesting crazy add-ons in the comments.
Like what?
Like a mini fridge, which became a yogurt cup in the final build.
Resourceful.
Someone wanted a disco ball. They tried. It fell off twice.
Naturally.
The comments were wild. Add a chimney, make it dance. It stopped being just their doomed project.
And became everyone's doomed project.
Kind of, yeah. This collective funny experiment.
And that audience input is key. It shifts everything. It's not just you versus the cardboard anymore.
Yeah.
It's you and the audience versus the cardboard. The pressure changes. It becomes about the shared story, the journey, the laughs, not just the potentially wobbly end result.
Which brings us nicely to midnight, hour 12, peak chaos.
Oh, boy.
Our vlogger is, quote, delirious. The glue gun is basically one with their hand.
Been there with craft projects. Less dramatic, maybe.
And the house looks less like a house, more like a drunk Picasso painting.
Vivid. I can almost picture it.
They even tried to sleep in it. Pillow on cardboard. Big mistake. Instant backache.
Oh, the commitment, but also ouch.
Meanwhile, the cat,
Yeah.
still there, watching, probably as the vlogger put it, plotting a takeover,
Yeah.
it claimed the window.
The cat always wins.
Yeah.
But that persistence, even half delirious with glue fumes and back pain, that's the stuff, right?
Yeah.
That human element, the visible struggle, it makes it real. It makes you root for them even as it falls apart. It's way more engaging than watching something go perfectly.
And the social media side was ramping up too. That first clip, over 1,000 views by now.
So pressure's on for the reveal.
Definitely. The big reveal at hour 24, let's just say done, was generous.
Uh-huh. How'd they describe it?
A wobbly house, a yogurt fridge, and a disco ball that fell off twice.
Sounds about right.
They filmed the final reveal, crawling inside, hitting their head, obviously.
Of course.
And just dissolving into laughter, the sheer absurdity. That clip hit 5,000 views pretty quick. They joked about being a tiny house influencer. Sort of.
Sort of. But okay, let's zoom out. What does this whole glorious mess tell us? This disaster build that people actually liked?
Good question. What's the takeaway?
Well, it kind of flips the script on success, doesn't it? Success here wasn't the perfect tiny house. It wasn't even a functional tiny house.
No, definitely not.
Success was the shared journey, the authenticity, the humor in watching it all go wrong and embracing it.
Right.
The vlogger nailed it. This wasn't perfect. It was chaos. But that's the point. It suggests that maybe, just maybe, messy is the new perfect.
Messy is the new perfect. I like that. Especially online where everything feels so polished sometimes.
Exactly. It feels like a counter trend, maybe, a reaction against all that curated perfection we usually see.
So people want more chaos, more reality.
Perhaps more relatability, more humanity. This vlogger basically invited everyone into their messy living room, into their hilarious failure.
Made us co-conspirators in the mess.
Precisely. And that creates a bond. It shows that connection, that shared laugh, can actually matter more than a flawless outcome. Especially in the viral world, vulnerability is compelling.
And the story didn't end at 24 hours either. The house, the wobbly Picasso thing,
Yeah. What happened to it?
became a quirky desk decoration. Followers kept sending ideas for tiny furniture. The engagement lasted.
See, the connection stuck.
But here's the kicker. The real viral hit. A follow-up short, just the cat, napping, inside the tiny house.
No way.
Yep. That clip got 10,000 views. The cat became the actual star of the show.
It always comes back to the cat. But that's brilliant. It shows how unpredictable this stuff is.
Totally. You start trying to build a house, you end up making your cat famous.
It's organic virality. Not planned. Just a genuinely charming moment that built on the story people were already invested in.
Right.
It underlines that online success isn't always about big plans or perfect execution. Sometimes it's just authentic moments.
Yeah.
The story behind the thing.
So, wrapping this up then, this deep dive into essentially a failed DIY project.
A gloriously failed one.
A gloriously failed one. It actually showed us a lot about viral culture, didn't it? About authenticity beating perfection, about finding joy and connection in shared chaos.
The process, the trying, the laughing at the mess that turned out to be way more valuable than the structurally unsound end product.
Absolutely. Which leads to the final thought, maybe for you listening.
Yeah?
In a world that's often pushing for that perfect, polished image online, what messy challenge could you try, just for the fun of it?
Not for the perfect outcome, but just for the process itself.
Exactly. What surprising connections, or maybe just a good laugh, might come out of simply diving in, even if, chaos ensues?